Hello, welcome to episode 8 of Married in a Year season 1. Today we're looking at walking away. Walking away is how the story ends, and many times we walk away at the points we had predicted before. So you don't just walk away because you're in a talking stage and the person just took a deep breath and you hated the way the breath sounded, so you walked away. No. Typically, it's something you've seen before and you say, if that thing happens again. Sometimes it may not even be a conscious vow. Other times, it's something you said to yourself that, oh, men always cheat or women always cheat. And so now you're in this relationship and you can't even enjoy yourself because you think they're going to cheat on you. And as a result of it, the day you see them talking to their friend a little too closely, you don't address your partner. You don't say, oh, that thing you did feels uncomfortable. I would prefer if you didn't engage like that. You just go, oh, that's why I don't want to do this. Bam! And you've gone. Remember, we are speaking the next 3 episodes, or after this episode, the next episode on complicated match. These are the things that make dating complicated. It are sabotaging behaviors and limiting beliefs. It is the way we walk away on account of those sabotaging behaviors. And then next week we're going to be talking about mourning. Is the way we grieve those situations as well. And so today, what I want to help you see is why you walk away and why you decided to continue something you know was not working. So let me not rush. Number 1, if you predicted this relationship was not going to work, because the person speaks in a way you don't like, the question becomes, why did you enter into the relationship? This partner is controlling. You are upset that they are controlling, but you knew they were controlling from the beginning. The question is, why did you agree to date them? Is it because you didn't believe you will find someone better? Limiting belief. Is it because you minimized yourself and felt, oh, you could manage them? Self-sabotage. Is it because you thought you could change them? Self-sabotage. Is it because that's the kind of relationship you are familiar with? Limiting belief, because of limiting experience. Did you stay because you are also a toxic person? Sabotage. Or because you are someone who doesn't know how to get help? Like you don't know how to walk away, you don't know how to be single? Self-sabotage. Is that why you chose to stay? The problem is never that you walked away. It's always the reason for which you walked. Did you walk because there was an actual problem? Mind you, at this point, you've not started courting this person to marry them. This is a talking stage situation. This is an initial assessment situation. This is you in the beginning phase of dating. So we're talking the first 7 dates. Some people have phenomenal first dates. They come back home giggling and then you ask them about that person 3 weeks later and the relationship is gone. What happened? I'm not saying you should stay. I'm just saying if it always happens consistently, it begs a question. So you went on a first date and it was 5 hours long. Phenomenal. Then you go home and realize you were the only person who talked for the 5 hours. Okay. What did you do to rectify it the next time? Or you just went, oh, that person doesn't want to speak to me. And then you've gone. Can you calm down? Can you pay attention? Can you not sabotage? Can you act like you want your prayer to be answered? If you predicted the end from the beginning, why did you continue? Now, let us assume you didn't predict the end from the beginning, that this was not going to work. And that's the prediction I'm working with. You didn't predict that the relationship was not going to work. You started the dating, the initial conversation, and then you found out that this person has not dealt with their trauma. And when I say they have not dealt with their trauma, very rarely are people fully healed by themselves. I heard this somewhere, and when I thought about it logically, it made perfect sense. Even at the time I used to practice, that there are parts of your healing that require someone else to come into your life for you to realize that you are fully healed or not healed. So it's when someone else comes into your life and you need to conflict with them that you realize, I'm actually better at articulating my thoughts and articulating things I disagree with. Or find out that, I'm not good at communicating when I'm upset. Okay? So you start speaking with this person and you find out, oh, maybe they have daddy issues, mommy wounds, whatever kind of trauma, sexual trauma that they've experienced, verbal abuse, or they're very crass in the way they speak on account of the toxic environments they grew up in, whatever it is that come up that's trauma related. The question is, did you handle it with grace? Or did you just say, oh, no, they have trauma, please, me, I'm going home. Have you seen yourself in the mirror? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror? Have you met yourself? Or did you see the trauma and decide, you know what, I'm going to be the healer, I'm going to be the deliverer, I'm going to be the Holy Ghost, I'm going to be the helper, I'm going to be the guide. And now you have put yourself in a situation where you are going to get harmed. So for some people, they walk away too soon. For some other people, they don't know how to walk away. And that's why this episode exists. And that's why these 3 episodes together are called Complicated Match. Because you can meet a person who fits your personality and you're able to flirt with them and you're able to keep the spark. But when you do move forward, the way they handle conflict is crude. The way you process conflict is by hiding. It's complicated. The way you respond to trauma is by swooping in and trying to fix their life. Or the other extreme where you try to dodge and avoid completely, like you don't know that thing is existing. Or you even just leave and jump to the next person. It's complicated. So one person is avoidant and one person is like, no, we have to sort it now. Nobody will sleep until we sorted this. One person says, oh no, you have to answer my question, and they're asking the question really sharply, and one person is saying, oh, can you ask the question gently? It's complicated. And complicated will happen forever. But it's usually difficult within the first 5 years of marriage and for people who are dating immediately post-honeymoon. So this is post the flirting, post the keeping the phase of things. Yeah? How are you handling trauma when it comes up? How are you interpreting yourself on the basis of this relationship? So if this person is energetic and you are an energetic person, but then you feel the pressure to be the one who is calmer, who is more quiet, so that the relationship doesn't look like it is too high octane people. So now you are sabotaging yourself because you think it will sustain the relationship, but the implication of it is it will either make you walk away or make the other person walk away, because one of the two of you has become fake. Therefore, that person is not enjoying the relationship. And because they are not enjoying the relationship, the other person can tell. They may not be able to tell why, but they can tell you're not enjoying the relationship because your joy is no longer present. Therefore, they themselves are no longer enjoying the relationship. Can you see that? You need to pay attention to what is going to cause this relationship to end. At the point of complication, what you're paying attention to is what is the tension that will make this relationship end. Here you need to honestly tell yourself if you need help. Do you need help? Do you struggle to communicate? Do you find yourself you're already thinking this relationship will soon end? This relationship will soon end. Why? We look too happy. They seem too happy. They are acting like they are love bombing me. Let me address that thing. I've seen a lot of posts online about love bombing, and at some point I started to wonder if people were so love deprived that love terrifies them. I grew up in a touchy household, so touch is normal for me. The only reason a person would touch me and I would flinch is that psychologically I feel unsafe around the person. Which doesn't happen frequently except the person is truly unsafe. Many of the times I've felt unsafe with a person, I've found out over time that the person is truly unsafe, either in the way they speak or in the way they handle themselves or handle other people. Anyway, that's not the conversation. The conversation is the household I grew up in. The reason I would bring that up is that I then grew up and met people who didn't come from touching households and realized, oh, I can't go about touching people. I can't laugh at people and tap their shoulders. It's a thing for them. If I meet someone and I insist that because I come from a touching household, I must touch them to show them love, it's annoying. It's very annoying. However, it would also be weird for me to meet someone and because I'm inclined to touching their hair, the person says I'm love bombing them, that I'm always trying to be physically present. That's confusing. Some of the things you're complaining about as toxic things are not toxic things. They are things you've been deprived of for so long that you don't know what to do with them when you have them. When people say things like they get love bombed, you need to ask yourself, what does that even mean? So you don't just pick up a pop word online and use it carelessly. People do realize this is their person at first sight, not because they saw the person and they opened their mouth and they drooled. When I was a teenager, I did not believe in love at first sight, because I was listening to a lot of motivational speakers who said it was not a thing, that is infatuation at first sight and lust at first sight. But then I grew up and realized, but I do have great friends who have been in my life for 10 years. And I knew they were going to be my friends the first time I met them. The first time I saw my best friend right now, the first time I saw her, I was at a festival. She was across the road speaking to someone else and she was laughing real good. And I remember seeing her laughter and I thought, damn, I like her smile. We've been friends for almost a decade. I liked her smile. I just liked her joy. And we both got in her car that evening and we got lost. We were driving somewhere and I told her I knew the way and I got us both lost. And when I got us both lost, guess what? We were both laughing. I laugh a lot. She laughs a lot. We walk. But I also like my quiet and she likes her quiet. There are times when we are both in the same physical space and we're not speaking to each other. And that same person and I can be on the call for hours. I can therefore not say that it is impossible for people to love at first sight. That if someone meets you at first sight and they like your energy, they like your person, they just see something about you that they really appreciate and they commit to conversation, you can therefore not accuse them of love bombing you because they are narcissistic, they are this, they are that. We just throw words around. Do you even know what it means? Because when you walk away, if you don't know the reason for which you're walking away, guess what? You'll walk into it again. That's why people go back to their exes. They went away from the relationship on the day where the person was annoying them. And the problem with leaving when you are angry is that if they can placate you about the specific thing that got you upset, you will forget all the reasons that supported your anger when you were leaving. If this person has been abusive before now, and then they say something this one time and you get angry and you leave. The problem with living in a moment of anger is that you don't have a logical case file. That if this person comes and apologizes, you can look at case number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7 and say on account of this, even if there's tears rolling down my eyes, I will leave and not return. I have never left a relationship I regret. I don't have any. Does it mean I don't wish I handled them better? I wish I did handle the way I left better. But you see the leaving very rarely. And the reason is simple. The way my mind works is that I'm a very patient person. I'm a very enduring person. I forbear a lot. However, I am also a very articulate person. So when I start to list the reason for which I quit something, it's difficult for you to convince me. Not because I don't listen, but I have a track record that shows that you see this particular thing, I gave it enough opportunity to prove itself. Are there times when I've jumped to conclusion and done something absolutely phenomenally stupid? Yes, I have. But you see, when it comes to walking away, you need to walk away deliberately. You can't just walk away because they were smiling too much and they were too happy. You know those funny divorce cases they do where they say things like, he fed me too much. She was always too happy when she saw me. Please, go and see a therapist. Please go see a therapist. I don't even think we're praying this Saturday. Please, focus on healing so that when a great relationship comes, you don't walk away for trivial reasons. Heal appropriately so that when you come into a relationship, even if it's a talking stage, and the person is not up to standard, you will walk away and not blink twice. You won't turn around and say, maybe if I fix them. You are not the heart fixer. You are not the mind regulator. You are not. You are a contributor to mind regulation. You are a contributor to the state of their heart. But your job is not to fix it. I hope with these few points of mine, I have been able to convince you that walking away is neither a good thing or a bad thing. The reason for which you walked away is what you must pay attention to. And if you have a culture of walking away all the time, it may be time for you to get help. Until next week when I see you, bye.